What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new here, I am Vatsal and I'm an artist, songwriter and music producer. In this video, I'm breaking down my latest single, So You. So without wasting any second, let's dive right into it. So for the initial idea of the melody, I had this in mind and it came out of nowhere. So You. I was just humming few lines on my smartphone and it came out of nowhere. So this is the complete session for my song So You. Here, let's start with the drums. So these are the drums, and I was inspired by 2000's pop R&B kind of music for this particular song. So I started my beat like this. So it has that bouncy kind of groove to it. Then I added this perk loop, which goes like this. I think I got this one from BandLab Sounds because I use BandLab a lot for producing my song. And also I know that I started this song on BandLab on my mobile device because I was traveling at that time. After this, I have added some compression on drums to enhance that bouncy feel, and I have this tape plugin to basically add that special sauce, that analog character to my drums. I really love this plugin, and most of the times these two plugins, these are my go-tos for sampled drums and sampled percussions. Now in the chorus section, I have these two new elements, hi-hats and shakers. One pan left, one pan right. The song is actually really simple, but I wanted something more in the chorus to enhance that energy of the song. Then there is a trick I use to thicken my drums up, which is using parallel compression on drums and just blending it in. Let's listen to the drums without these parallelly compressed drums and with these. So this part right here, this parallelly compressed drums part right here makes all the difference. After this, I added this bass line, which goes something like this. And my bass has two layers as well. Layer 1 sounds something like this. And layer 2 sounds like this. So here with my layer 1, with my bass layer 1, I'm filling the lower spectrum of sound, and with my layer 2, I'm filling the little bit of bitiness and the higher spectrum of my bass. And together they sound like this. After this, we have our piano chords. This is how it sounds. So for my piano, I have used a simple grand piano, which was inside BandLab. And I usually never think much while making music because I think thinking is the best possible mistake an artist can make while creating anything. After this, we have this synth part right here. We have three synths in this song. Number one is this. And I'm using this one to fill the space a little bit, to kind of give a little bit background texture to my song, to my production. After this, in the pre-chorus, right here, it goes something like this. These arpeggios. These are taking me into the chorus. And I think I've automated the volume or the cutoff. And I have deleted the last part of it to make it sound a little abrupt. Then again in my verse, I have this. These are synth stabs, and I have used them to create that feeling of hard-hittingness and to help enhance the groove a little bit more. And let's listen together how the synth 1 and synth 3 sounds in the verse. And how synth 1 and synth 2 sound in the pre-chorus. Now in the chorus, I have used the second synth, but I've played something different. Let's listen to it. Again, these are synth stabs, pan left and right for that uniqueness, for some character, for some grooviness. Next up is we have our guitars, the electric guitars, and they sound something like this. So as you can see that there are two guitar layers, but actually they are playing just one part. I have played these two layers separately for more control, cleanliness, and more refined sound. And when it comes to processing, I have a lot of plugins on them, I think. Again, SSL 9000 for some top end, some presence. Then we have IDX. I use this plugin a lot nowadays. It instantly makes your sound more punchy, more in your face. After this, I have, I think, Malatalk, my most used compressor. This is a free compressor. You can grab this from their website, Tokyo Dawn Labs. And I use it a lot. It sounds really, really nice. I'm using this one to add a little bit of pumpiness to my signal, little bit of groove to my signal. Let's listen with this and without it. And with it. This pushes the guitar layer just a little bit, just a tiny bit. We have Kotelnikov right here, another compressor, and I'm using this one for shaving the peaks a little bit, I think. After this, we have Nova, and I'm using Nova just to cut the low frequencies off from my guitar layer, because trust me, you don't want this kind of rumble in your electric guitars, especially when you're working in a kick, bass, heavy mix. After this, we have, so we have Wider by Polyverse. And I'm using this one for stereo widening to make it sit better inside the mix. A fun tip, do not use a lot of stereo widening plugins in your productions and mixes. Because if you do so, your mix will sound not so natural. After this, on my lick layer, my electric guitar lick, which is this, I am using again same processing. So this was basically the whole production of my song. These are the only elements, only instruments I'm using for this song. After this, we have some effects, and they sound like this. And this. They're helping in transitioning the song from one verse to pre-chorus to chorus. I'm sorry guys, I have put my jacket on because it's cold and I'm feeling down again. Anyways, let's move to our next part. So next up is our vocals. And for this particular song, I have recorded the vocals like a breeze. Again, it happened out of nowhere. I was writing lyrics side by side and I was singing them on the beat. So yeah, let's see what I have done in the vocal production. First and foremost, we have this lead vocals.
You took my heart and turned it into pieces. My friends were right about you all along. Oh, you took my heart and turned it into pieces. So true. My friends were right about you all along.
So here I have recorded 2 vocal takes, and then I've combed them. Now there is this one thing I'm doing in the beginning of the lyrics, which is "so you." At first it was just like this.
So you.
But I was not feeling it at that time. And I was like, it's good and all, but something is missing. So then I added these layers right here. These are basically me singing the same part in falsetto. So let's listen again.
So you.
On this BKVL and BKVR, I have nothing going on. But on this center vocal, I have used this. This is a pitch shifter plugin, and it sounds something like this.
So you.
Again, let's listen to this part in isolation. So basically, I'm pitching down the vocal part right here. Then we have the background doubles. Here are the background doubles. After this, we have harmonies. So first, let's see what I have done to mix the lead vocals. Here are my lead vocals. Let's solo them. And I have started with, again, my favorite console plugin, 9000J. I love it. I use it all the time. So again, I'm adding a bunch of top-end, around 8 dBs, a little bit of presence, around 4.4K, and then a 3.6 dBs of 1.6K to make it cut through the whole mix. Then I'm using 1176 compressor. This is the standard 1176 compressor from UAD. My release on 7, attack on 4. Pushing it a little bit, my ratio is 4. After this, I'm using AVOX. And for some reason, I do not like AVOX a lot. I don't know why, but for this particular song, it gave me the result I was looking for. After this, I have this Magma tube. This is a free plugin again from Waves. My drive is on 4, sensitivity is on normal. Then we have de-esser. I use this de-esser a lot. Again, a free de-esser plugin. At least I have got it for free. So this is de-esser 2. I am using it on ultra settings. Simple plugin, nothing much to explain right here. After this, I'm using this vocal limiter from WA Productions. I'm using the medium fast preset, and then I've dialed this right here according to my vocals. And then finally, I'm using this smooth operator. This one plugin makes a huge difference in any vocal sound. It cuts the muddiness of the vocal and just pushes it a little bit forward. And I really love this. I'm not using it a lot on the highs, but on the lows, I really like what it does to my vocals. After this, we have sends. All right. So I'm sending this one, my lead vocals, to harmonies. And I'll tell you why I'm doing it. I'm basically sidechaining my leads with my harmonies, so that whenever my leads are up, my harmonies go a little bit behind them. Then we have our delay. I think I've used, let's see what delay I've used. I am using age delay here. I'm using the 8th note age delay. Tempo synced, ping pong, feedback on 16, and analog off. Then we have this parallel compression going on vocals. I'm using purified 1176 for this one. I'm using the A settings. Again, nothing crazy, but I'm pushing the vocals with this one really aggressively. I'm basically breaking the vocals with this one. And then I'm blending in the vocals a little bit. After this, we have saturation. So I love using saturation on my tracks, but sometimes when you add the saturation on the main channel, it breaks the signal actually. But you can do it parallelly. And yes, we can also do it like adding it on the main channel and then using the mix style, but I like to do it this way. And yeah, I'm using this Century channel strip by UAD. I'm using the mic function saturation on this one. Then I have dialed in the level. Basically, I'm using this as a preamp for my vocals. Now let's listen to the vocals with the processing on and off.
So you took my heart and turned it into pieces. So true. My friends were right about you all along. So new. So you took my heart and turned it into pieces. So true. My friends were right about you all along. So new.
Now these were my lead vocals, and let's move to the backgrounds, the harmonies. So here I have grouped them, and on the bus, again I'm using the SSL 9000J, and again I have copy and pasted the same EQ I used on the lead vocals. It's adding top end presence, and this time I'm taking away the mid-range from this to push it a little into the background. Then I'm using RVox for compression. I'm compressing it, I think, a little harder than my lead vocals. Then we have Nova, cutting all the unnecessary highs and lows and dipping some unwanted frequencies. And finally, my secret sauce, which is GW vocals. I love using this one. It just gets the job done. It's simple one knob plugin. When I made my first song, I used it all over the place. And now I use it more strategically and more tastefully. So let's listen to the background harmonies.
And I've been waiting for so long to tell you how I feel. Times when you were showing me the real you.
Now there's one more thing I wanted to tell you. I have not vocal aligned them super tight because I do not like super tight artificial sounding harmonies. I like a little open and human harmonies in my songs. So the whole point of this song was to let people know that you are not the problem. They are. In the lyrics, it says, my friends were right about you all along. Because in most cases I've seen this, that people around you can see everything. And sometimes they tell you that the person you are with right now is not the person, is not your person. And they are just taking advantage of you. It's your job to let them know that stop. And it's on them that you are leaving now. So now let's listen to the pre-chorus and final chorus of the song, which goes something like.
And I've been waiting for so long to tell you how I feel. Times when you were showing me the real you. Now this thing is hanging on some broken promises we made to each other, and we are true.
So this was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
So you took my heart and turned it into pieces.